a throne. By your life televised, we're breaking every bone. Adrenaline surges, brace on the fall. Hitting it with HardWire. Hear the engine scream. Living fast and reckless, this is a metal dream. Riding hard, never slowing. In the spotlight we shine. A biker's brutal journey. This life is ours divine. With HardWire, the crowd screams our name. Chasing down the shadows, we're addicted to the fame. Chains rattling loud, the brotherhood's alive. Every episode turns up, we're here to survive. From dusk till dawn, we're the keys of this brew. Hitting it with HardWire. Hear the engine scream. Living fast and reckless, this is a metal dream. Riding hard, never slowing. In the spotlight we shine. A biker's brutal journey. This life is ours divine. On the edge of chaos, we embrace the feel. Hitting it with HardWire. We'll always be here.
Hey, welcome to Hittin' It with HardWire. How's everybody doing? Went on a little late today. Well, shit happens. We went camping, and for the first time, nothing went wrong. We didn't have no problems. It was quite surprising. We didn't have no issues. What's up, Gary and Frank and Steve? What's happening? Yeah, we actually got some things fixed. We fixed things. We did more things good than went bad for the first time since we took it out. We got everything cleaned up, flushed out. I got the water thing changed. We figured out why the sink wasn't working right. We got everything. Everything went well for the first time in a while, or like since we've owned it. What's up, America Uncensored? Uh-oh, I'm frozen. I froze. Am I back? My camera must have did an update or something. Oh, and then booted me off. I finally took all the crap out of here that I wanted to take out of the computer that I thought was causing me issues and switched it back to the way it was. And this is the first time I've turned it on since I removed the stuff. So it might be a little bit upset with me, but it seems to be a little snappier. So hopefully we don't have any more blue screens of death. But it did have an update there. Update. Here. Shit. Had to go all weekend without hearing that. Shit. Oops. Excuse me. Shit. Yeah, I had everything go pretty well. No major issues. How's everybody else doing? Well, this week was a sad week. I would be remiss if I didn't say that I was quite upset to hear that Mr. Hulkster died. I was upset about Ozzy too, because Ozzy's an icon, but Ozzy was never a hero. Hulk Hogan was one of my heroes. I had two heroes when I was a kid, and Hulkster was one of them, and Hank Williams Jr. was the other one. And Hank's still with us. I got to go see him before he kicks the bucket. I still haven't seen no Hank Jr. And now I will never get a chance to go see the Hulkster. I remember whenever I was a kid, I used to joke and say that wouldn't it be cool if whenever I was really young, my mom was single, and I used to say I'd be cool if my mom met Hulk Hogan, and Hulk Hogan was my stepdaddy. uh, the things kids think. Yeah. So how is everybody? How's everybody doing? Yeah, there's. I keep hearing people arguing with people about the things Hulk Hogan said on the phone, and they call him a racist turd and everything else. And look, you can't. Even though I think Michael Jackson was a disgusting human being, okay, you can't take away what Michael Jackson did for music and how many hit songs he made. And some of his songs were pretty, iconic in its own right. So, you know, regardless of what you think of Hulk Hogan, he was an icon, and it made me quite sad to see him go. Yeah, I seen something about people getting stabbed in a Walmart. I don't know what happened, but I seen about them people getting stabbed. I don't know if you heard me, even though you couldn't see me. Uh, I heard about that, and I looked at my old lady and I said, "See, this is why, even though you don't have to carry everywhere, it's a good idea to carry everywhere because you never know when dumb shit's gonna happen. You never know. You never know where. You never know, who or what. But you could literally go anywhere. You go grocery shopping, and something could happen. You just never know. So you should be a good citizen and carry. And if somebody comes around stabbing motherfuckers, shoot him. Don't fucking hesitate. Pull it out. Fucking shoot him. It's weird how when you carry everywhere, though, you could really feel awkward the one time you don't. And then you can get a little anxiety from it, believe it or not. I get that way if I ain't got anything on me and I leave the house. I'm like, fuck, I don't have shit. That ain't good. Don't like not having anything. So I always try to carry something. But usually I try to take my pew pew with me everywhere just in case something happens. What the hell else did I see? Trump and the EU come out with a deal. We made a deal. Trump making deals still. I heard they had a big poll out and said that if things keep up the way they are and nothing changes, that they think J.D. Vance will pretty much glide right into office. And I tend to agree. If they keep up the good work and Democrats keep making idiots out of themselves, I think he'll be a shoe-in. I think he'll take it pretty easily. But yeah, the only thing that I had a problem with this weekend was I bought the wrong damn water filters. I was going to put a water filter. There's no water filter in this thing. Somebody, I assume Camping World did it whenever they winterized it. Must have took the old water filter out and they never put another one in. I bought it right at the beginning of summer, so that maybe they would have eventually. And when you look at the water filter, you can't see anything written on it. So I didn't know what water filters to get. I kind of guessed. And then turns out whoever put the cup thing on it, put the words around all the way on the backside, the sticker. So I had to kind of shove the phone into the back of it and try to take a snapshot of it. And yeah, I got the rape filters on the way. Yeah, everything went pretty good. I tore out my fix that I had to do when at Mike's house, and I put the original replacement toilet valve thing on it, and I bought two. I've been trying anything that goes bad with the camper. I try to buy two of them now. That way, the next time it decides to go bad, I have a backup. What's up, Mike? Shit. Now we got the shit man in person. Yeah. I had another place call me, I think Thursday, called me about a job down in Alabama. This one was in Coleman. I can't remember the name of the place, but we'll see if they call me back. If that happens, I might have to talk to Mike's dad and strike a deal with Mike's dad to let me camp there and go to work every day until I find a house down there. If that's possible. Maybe if I talk to him and agree to give him some money or something, that'll be a good way to start. Because I doubt at first I would have the finances to just, pay a deposit and all that shit down there. But yes, I like it down there. I do. It's nice. It is nice. I could definitely see me living down there. Well, I have to start looking around Tennessee too, because southeastern Tennessee area, because Tennessee's pretty nice. I've seen a lot of people I stopped and talked to on the way down to Mike's. It was like, Tennessee's where it's at. Tennessee's where it's at. But a lot of people apparently moving to Tennessee. Tennessee River and a mountain man. And I bought some new karaoke stuff. I got my own little mini computer setup that I got for the karaoke. I took all the shit down to Mike's. I took everything we could have done karaoke, and we could have shot guns. I took all my guns down. We didn't get a chance to do none of that. Next year. Next year. Shit. Hopefully next year I don't have no problems when I get down there. At least next year, if any of the things that went bad, that they seem like they would be the typical types of things that would go bad, that are made cheap in a camper. But now I have stuff in the camper to repair it, and I have extras of everything. So hopefully, if anything else happens, it won't involve 500 trips to fucking Lowe's to get shit. It'll just be, this fucking thing went bad again. Replace it again. I tried to replace things with heavier duty stuff, so I won't keep having problems. What's that? Hey, don't call me darling, darling. Never even call me by my name. What's up, redneck side? How you doing, man? I was just telling everybody we went camping and actually didn't have any fucking thing go wrong. I mean, granted, we was close to home. We didn't camp very far from home. It was only about 45 minutes away. But I did have some things that I needed to fix. That was kind of the point of the close to home camping trip. But we had a nice, relaxing. It rained. We had storms and shit, but nothing went wrong. Didn't have any problems. I got the stuff fixed that I wanted to get fixed. I think I got all the leaks fixed. Got the damn toilet fixed. We couldn't figure out why the sink didn't have any water pressure. Turns out, it kept saying the things to check, and I was even looking at new sinks because I was, or not sinks, but faucets. I was going to put a new faucet in it. Oh, you distracted me. I like Merle Haggard. I got a few in my repertoire of karaoke songs I sing. I like Merle. Mama tried to raise me better, but her pleading I denied. That leaves only me to blame, 'cause Mama tried. Yeah, I like some Merle, and I got some Waylon and Hank and all those fun songs I like to sing. Used to be when I got really drunk, just to throw everybody a curveball. I used to sing Metallica because you can't go from singing Hank and Merle to singing some Metallica. I said, "Oh yeah, hold my beer," and I did. Only one time did I took my older brother with me to karaoke, and I sang Metallica, and he goes, "I don't know, man." I usually get compliments, and everybody says I do a pretty good job out. My older brother says, You sound like kind of like you was trying to take a shit." I was like, "Oh, what?" But usually everybody else says I did a good job. I think I do a pretty good job. But you got in order to do Metallica, you got to kind of pump yourself up, and it always has to kind of be the last song of the night because you're probably going to go hoarse after singing Metallica. How he does it all the time, I'm not sure. But when I do it, it's like you're going to probably be hoarse afterwards. And you usually don't even need a microphone because you're yelling the shit, you know. Shit. What's up, Dallas? How's it going? How you doing? Oh shit, this one coming hook. You're gonna have that nice anti like bump thing if your little bands come off. And they like to do that when I because I keep grabbing it and adjusting it. Keep grabbing it and adjusting it. Yeah, what the hell else is going on in the damn news anyway? I know Zelensky wanted to talk to Putin again. He's all on a, "Oh, I'm ready to talk." Just Putin's been bombing the crap out of him. I heard he bombed the hospital and shit. That's horrible. What's the matter with people? I mean, I know there's no to say like they have the Geneva Convention and all that. To say there's rules in war is kind of wishful thinking because wars don't really work that way. It's like they say, "No, oh man, a bomb hit civilians, blah blah blah." Dude, you're throwing bombs like that. That's going to happen. And I froze again. What the fuck? Please hold. I don't know what the hell's going on. Now every time I opened it, it just closes. I'll have to get out of here and go into the Schmeddings. Schmeddings camera. And just turn the damn camera on. And I'll figure that other thing out later. Could see some shit back here though. Got my books. Got my books. Buy them. See these? Buy them. Buy them. The words are backwards, but this one says power and betrayal, and it says brotherhood and betrayal. Those are Hollywood's books. Buy them. They're on my desk, and someday I might, read them all. I might, maybe, if I'm not a huge reader, and I'm usually running all the time. And I got my redneck side motorcycle whip. Yeah, this is always on my desk. Nice decorative piece. It's one of my favorite objects. Yeah, waiting for the movie to come out. Shit. Where's Naomi at? She always loves when I hit the shit button. Shit. She probably sleeping or something. Kids these days, always sleeping. Yeah, that's I always said, why read a book? That's why God made movies. That's why God made movies, so you don't have to fucking read a book. I don't know. I don't like leaving things up to the imagination. Books kind of leave things up to the imagination. Oh, get Sos to star in it. That's funny. I heard. I don't know. I've never personally had any issues with Sos, but I heard a few people say that he's pretty uppity and like all about the money, and he won't talk to you unless it involves making money from it. I don't know. Nah, never. I've got on he had a couple of lives or something, and he usually responds to things I say, and I've never seen like any reason to think that he's not a perfectly cool fellow. I don't know. But I heard it through the grapevine. But yeah. See, nothing really eventful happened over the weekend. I'm thinking about getting a golf cart or something to get around the campgrounds and stuff. Well, something light though. I was looking at them disabled scooters. They make them little disabled scooters with little 4-wheel drive mud tires on them, and they fold down and they don't weigh that much, so I could put them in the back of the truck. Thinking about getting one, to be honest. Not quite the disabled ones, but they're like little scooters. They're kind of like that. They make some pretty cool ones, and they're fairly cheap. Either that, or I might get a 4-wheeler, but they're kind of heavy. They're putting in the back of the truck while hauling a camper. Some of them little scooters are only about 200 pounds a piece, which I don't think would be too bad putting in the back of a truck. You put two of them in the back of the truck while you're hauling it, that get around just fine. Some of them even fold up, which is pretty cool. Or I can get an electric bike, which I don't really want an electric bike, but I can get around the fucking campground somehow, other than my pickup. Steve. Don't forget, put a little dirt bike engine on the cooler, or if you have the money and you have that much money, put a Harley engine on it. If you got money to burn, that would be pretty awesome. You'd have to, I don't know, put a little seat on it, swing top seat. I don't know. There's not too many coolers that are made with enough support on it to hold people. Not well, anyway. Not when they're bumping around and shit. But yeah, I had a pretty awesome weekend. Pretty chill. No complaints. Sad week though. Again, rest in peace, Pete. Rest in peace to Ozzy and the Hulkster. And there was a couple other, and Theo died. I've seen a lot of people putting Hulk, Ozzy, and Theo in a icons thing together. And I'm sorry, I like Theo, and he did play in a couple of movies that he was pretty good in, but he is nowhere near in the icon status of Ozzy and Hogan. Like Ozzy and Hogan, like inspired, like literally, like are were an entire generation. Ozzy spanned generations, okay, but Hulkster and Ozzy were like generational. They're like people grew up listening to them or watching them on TV, and they were a household name, and literally, and like they look at all the people that like started wrestling because of Hulk Hogan, like a bunch, a bunch. John Cena, fucking a lot of them said they grew up watching Hulk Hogan, man. You know, he literally inspired an entire another generation of wrestlers, inspired an entire generation of people to say your prayers and train and eat your vitamins, you know? Like, I don't know how many times I've done or the hulking up. Yeah, I've done that so many times. Yep. I still got some old, I got the entire set from 1 year of Topps wrestling cards, and they're still in a wrap. Matter of fact, I was missing one card out of the set. That's because I gave it to some chick whenever I was like probably 12. And 2 years ago, I decided to get on eBay and see if I could find that one card that I was missing out of there so I could complete the set. And I completed the set. And now it's a complete whole set. And I got from October, I think, of 89 to October like 92 or 3, all the WWF magazines from back then. And that was when Hulk Hogan wrestled the Ultimate Warrior. And whenever the Undertaker first started, I got his like first appearance in the, not completely, his first appearance as the Undertaker. I'll spit it out eventually. I started out on a moped whenever I was like really young, riding up and down the road, and then I graduated to a little bit bigger, like a scooter that would go faster. Yeah, the motorcycle was a natural progression for me, and I can't help but enjoy and find the humor in. Sometimes I'll ride my Harley and go down that same path, same road that I used to ride as a kid, and look around and go, "Hey, look here!" Like fucking 40 years later, you know, same dude going up and down the same road. 40 years later, find humor in that.
Yeah.
I do, and I enjoy it.
Yeah.
It's been a other than all the deaths, it's been a good week. But you're getting old. That's how you know you're getting old, man, because all your favorite heroes and whatnot, they all start croaking, kicking the bucket. Yeah, I graduated from being a Hulkamaniac, and then I kind of said I would never watch wrestling again. So I kind of got out of it whenever Hulk Hogan kind of left for a while from the WWF, And then when he came back to the WCW, and then I started being like in Bill Goldberg. I was a Goldberg fan, and that Goldberg was the first person besides Hulk Hogan that was a wrestler that I really got behind and I liked. And because he was just no bullshit. It was like come in the ring, kick ass, and leave. And that was awesome. See, the WWF, whenever they got, or the WWE, whenever they got Goldberg to come over from WCW after they bought and ruined wrestling by buying WCW. When they tried to make Goldberg into a wrestler, and they tried to take away the one thing that he was known for. He was known for short matches of just raw kicking ass, and that's what they fucked up. They kept him, but basically took away his character, which was the dumbest fucking thing they could have done. That ruined it, and they wondered why he didn't do so well in the WWF or WWE's, because you stole his character away. You didn't play Goldberg the way Goldberg was meant to be played, and that sucked for me. I don't know. It pissed me off. Now I watch wrestling, and there's like nobody. There's nobody anymore that is even likable. At least not that I've seen. There's nobody. And I gotta say, if you didn't get a chance to watch it, go back and watch Ric Flair's interview about what he thought whenever Hulk Hogan died. You never would have imagined it back in the day. And I hated Ric Flair. I hated him. I mean, with a passion, because he used to cheat to beat all the guys that were my favorite wrestlers. And I hated him. But now that I'm older, and you kind of realize that's what he was trying to do. That was his character. He was trying to make people hate him. You either hated him or you loved him. I hated him, but he was a heel, and that's what his spiel was. Imagine being a heel and trying to become a major superstar. It's hard because people don't like you, and he managed to. Looking back now, he's an icon of wrestling as well. Not quite as much as Hulk Hogan, but really close. He's probably number 2, and all that. And he did a fantastic job. He played that character so well, all them years. And I have the utmost respect for him for all them years of playing a heel and doing a fucking fantastic job of it, and being a kind of well, not kind of, but a legend in his own right. And yeah, and I see everybody asking about the Mount Rushmore of wrestlers, and who you think belongs on the Mount Rushmore of wrestlers. And if you don't include Hulk Hogan, you'd be nuts. You'd be absolutely crazy. It's got to be like Hulk Hogan, Stone Cold, The Rock, yeah, Hulk Hogan, Stone Cold, The Rock, and maybe The Undertaker, are who the ultimate, biggest wrestlers of all time. Ric Flair, of course. But yes, Steve, you're gonna laugh, but I was a kid when this happened. Okay, I remember I was Team Hulkamania all the way, like even ripping my shirt off and shit, going ripping my shirt off and shit. And I was watching that match with Hulk Hogan and the Ultimate Warrior, and I shit you not, when Hulk Hogan lied, I cried. I was so fucking pissed. I cried, and sadly, but yeah. What's up, Jason? Well, I don't mean that, like, when I say the, like, Mount Rushmore of wrestlers, I mean, the people who kind of contributed to making wrestling huge the most and carrying the torch after Hulk Hogan. There was no more Hulk Hogan. The next biggest wrestlers. I mean, there are a lot of people that contributed. You got Andre and Macho and people like John Cena and Triple H, and a lot of those guys were very, very big in helping. But do I put them on the Mount Rushmore of the biggest names of wrestling? No, I do not. The Big Show was another one. He actually contributed a lot to keeping wrestling around. Whenever Hulk Hogan was gone, wrestling took a big hit for a long time. That was then for a while they started that shit where there's no clear line between good and bad anymore. There's some guys that are bad that people were rooting for, and good guys that were kind of on the fence between, and that was a really awkward time. If you want to keep, Vince McMahon was afraid of creating another Hulk Hogan because Hulk Hogan got so big that he pretty much dictated what was going to happen in wrestling. And Vince McMahon did not want to create another mega star to the point where they had so much control over what happened in wrestling. He wanted to keep all the control. So that's what created that weird era where nobody got too big. And you get people like John Cena said, "Hey, I'm the 10-time world heavyweight champion." And you know what that says to me? That doesn't say awesome. That says you lost the belt 9 times or whatever. That doesn't say Hulk Hogan had the belt for years and never lost it. That to me is better. To be a one-time, long-time champion is far better than 20-time in a 2-year lifespan champion. That means nothing. To me, that's worse. If you had to lose it and win it, lose it and win it, lose it and win it. Well, all right, guys. I'm only it's a 40 for about 37 minutes. I'm gonna get off here. It's been a long weekend. I'm tired. I gotta go unload the truck and eat supper and wind down from a long weekend. So I'm gonna get out of here. And it was great seeing everybody. I hope everybody has a great week. I hope nobody dies this week. At all. Nobody. Nobody. Not even old people. Nobody dies this week. That'll never happen. There's I bet if you Googled it, I keep saying, I bet if you Google it, how many people die every probably second of the day, I bet it's a lot. It's a lot. But I just hope that when I go, it's not something like really nasty, like a car accident or a bike wreck or anything. I hope I die in my sleep. That's the way to go. You drift off to sleep, check out, don't even really realize what's going on. Pretty painless. That's the way I want to go. If I get too bad for whatever reason, shoot me full of something and put me to sleep. That's the way to go, man. I watched the way my mom died, and that was awful. Fucking awful. I was never one that believed in like assisted suicide or anything like that. I was staunchly against it. But after I seen my mom die the way she did, I was like, oh my God, if you know somebody's going to die, there's no doubt about it. Man, don't make them suffer like that. Just don't do it. That's awful. Awful. At any rate, I love all of you. I will see you next week. And much love, honor, and respect. God bless to each and every one of you. Love you. See you next week.
Hittin' it with HardWire, we're burning it bright. Living on the edge, we'll ride through the night. No fear in our hearts, just the roar of the steel. Together we rise, now this life feels real. Yeah, on a new path on that twisted black line. A YouTube dream where his past can't confine. With every rev, he's reclaiming his soul, teaching the world how to ride, how to